I'm chopped. I don't need a haircut. All right. Just enjoy the video and don't mind the tip of my finger. I did cut my finger earlier today. Yo, so we're going to visit a old video, classic video on my channel, where the old video was like free 99, you know, like cheap parts you can get for your car to make it look clean. And since that video, my car looks vastly different. Not really from the outside, but mostly on the inside. There are some cosmetic things I did differently on the outside of the car, but we're just going to do the video again since my car is different now. So yeah, let's get right into this video. I do want to say real quick that I know how actual mods work on cars since I am into racing cars, like on a circuit, like, you know, like MX5 Cup or whatever. Like, I'm into that actual thing, so I know how aero works. So when I show you things on my car, like big wheels or stretched wheels or aero or whatever that's in the car in this video, I just want to let you know, I know how real cars work and how real aero works and how real things work in real life. This is just all cosmetic, and the point is for it to be cheap. That is the whole point of this, like this car. It's just to be cheap but look like it's not cheap, but it's cheap. You know what I'm saying? Since we're on the outside of the car, we'll do the wheels last after everything else, just because they do cost the most, obviously. So these are, I believe they will be called rocker panels or whatever. They're not skirts, but you know, they're just, again, like little aero kind of design. I know how real aero works. I know this probably puts stupid drag on the car, and it's probably stupid, right? But I don't really care. It makes the car look nice. Roof spoiler from eBay, and wing, trunk mounted wing from eBay. Very, very cheap. Looks very, very nice. If I can get a good angle for y'all, like that, this looks so good, man. So good, especially on the Accord. You don't really see Accords with, you know, sometimes either Accords are like really clean or they're just like really, really bad. But let's go down to the exhaust. We have these, they're 2.5 in and they exit 4 inches. They're mufflers from eBay. Again, very, very cheap mufflers. Just to give y'all some insight on the exhaust situation, the entire exhaust is essentially just headers all the way down to those mufflers, and literally like it's literally just straight pipe all the way back to the mufflers, and it sounds very, very good. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all a clip. The last thing on the car that's kind of exterior is the suspension. If you look at the ride height, you're probably thinking, he probably got some nice coils on there. Hell nah. Again, from eBay. I just love that this car is like completely built from eBay, and it just really looks clean. It looks really clean. It's not like, I'm not trying to hype myself up, but it's like, for the amount of money that I spent on this car, you would think it would look like some ricer, like really bad, you know, piece of work, but it looks really nice. It has natural camber. Accords have camber already in the rear on their stock suspension, so when you lower it, obviously it becomes way more dramatic. As you can see, these wheels are very clean, like very clean wheels, man. And I guess because the brand is not really known, like people will call them reps, but I wouldn't call these reps, because these are forged wheels. Got them from Fitment Industries. They're Anovias, and I wouldn't necessarily call these rep wheels. Like, these wheels are very, very nice. They're forged, like I said. Normally when you think about rep, it's like a company that's jacking someone else's style, and you know, they're using somebody else's design, and it's like cast, you know, cast and whatever. These are actually forged wheels that they belong to a Novia. This is their style. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I really don't think that these are reps though. I know it's just a stock Accord. It's automatic. I know this already. So there's no point in telling me about the mods that I decided to put in my car, because regardless of what you say, it's gonna stay on there. because it makes me happy at the end of the day. And that's all that matters, especially for you new car guys. Do not build your car based off of what other people are trying to tell you. It should purely be based off of what you like. It doesn't matter if it's quote unquote rice. Whatever makes you happy, that's how your car should be. And don't let anybody tell you anything different, because I'm gonna let you know right now, new car guys get into the car community. It is very, very toxic, and that's not to throw you off of the car community to make you shy away from it, but no one is right. Like, just know that even professional racers will not be right to some people. Like, they will think that their car is stupid. On the interior of the car, we have NRG steering wheel with NRG hub with quick release mount. We have eBay shifter and handbrake, very, very cheap. We have an eBay entertainment system, or I'm sorry, we have an eBay entertainment center. Very, very cheap. Like, it's high quality. You would think something this cheap would be like very low quality. It's actually very, very good. Again, we have the NRG Ultra seat, red. It does have some discoloration, especially right here, just because this is my daily and I essentially do construction, so sometimes, you know, it just gets worn, and it's whatever. It's red, it's gonna happen. It's almost like having a white seat. It's just gonna happen, guys. Harness, got them from eBay. Again, people are gonna kill me in the comments. So you got some eBay harnesses? To be honest, bro, like, I don't really care. It's a stock Honda. Like, I'm not gonna go that fast. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going that fast, bro. Let me get to the back of the car. We have the back of the seat, very nice and sparkly. Then we have the harness bar from eBay. Again, very nice harness bar. For you new car guys, if you're gonna do anything that requires removing your stock steering wheel, and it requires you not having your airbags anymore, it is important to get a race seat and harnesses and a harness bar. So in the event that you do have an accident, your forehead does not go flying into the top of that steering wheel, because I promise you it will hurt. All right, now again, these straps are from eBay, and people are going to say, like, oh, you know, like whatever. But again, this is a stock Honda Accord, baby. It's a stock Honda. Like, I ain't going that fast, bro. Like, honestly, it's stock. It's bone stock. It's got bolt-ons, but like, it ain't tuned. It's automatic. So like, it's not even using the power that I'm trying to give it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it don't matter. It don't matter good. I'm gonna show you this engine real quick. So with strut bars, essentially what they do is, I think they're called castles. They essentially connect your right suspension with your left suspension. And what that does is, when they're not connected and you go through turns fast, your towers or castles or whatever they're called, where your suspension connects to, they will flex differently because there's different weight and different pressures on it, right? So when you get the strut bar, it combines them together. So if I'm turning to the left, or if I'm turning to the right and the bodies of the car is rolling left, if that flexes, this one will keep it stable, and they will act together, keeping the car stable through turns. And yeah, now here we have what everyone likes to call a hot air intake. Now, is this a hot air intake? Yes. Is this technically worse for your car? Yes. Do I care? No, I don't. You know why I have it on here? Because VTEC. And Honda's VTECs on short ram intakes sound very good. And for the people out there, let me look into the camera when I say this. For the people out there who actually believe that short ram intakes or hot air intakes are always bad, I will encourage you to go watch, I think his name is Misha. He drives the Nürburgring. If you look up his channel and go to his specific videos where he's driving most, like basically any Civic. I don't know if it's all of them, but go to any of the videos where he's driving a Civic and you'd be surprised how many of those race cars have short rim intakes. It's VTEC, it doesn't really matter. Like the thing about short rim intakes, even though it's a high air intake, VTECs, they like to be high up in RPMs. The top end Hondas with VTECs like to be screaming. They like to be up there in the RPMs. Like that's the whole point of the VTEC, is to, you know, open up the shit and it likes to rev out. You know what I'm saying? It's a VTEC, and short rams like to be up in higher RPMs as well. Because I know there's still gonna be some people in the comments like just like tripping out, right? Here, let me flip the camera around. A lot of y'all didn't see that pipe, did you? Well, that's what that pipe is. You can see that hole right there, gathering the cold air from the lowest part of the car. And then why is this good? Well, you're kind of benefiting, low-key, even though it's not sealed, you're kind of still benefiting from a cold air intake. It's not connected, but when you're driving 50, 60, and that thing's getting blasted by air coming through there at 50, 60 miles an hour, it's feeding it cold air. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as comparable to the cold air that you get from a cold air intake, but it still cools it down. It's a stock Accord. Like, it's not that deep. It's just that when people look at the car, right, they see it, they don't know how much the things cost, because it looks like it was put together with a thought, and like, you know, it looks like it was put together with a process, and it looks like it's cared for. It looks clean, shiny. When people look at it, they're like, damn, that shit looks nice. You must have spent a whole bunch of money on it. And it's like, nah, bro, like I got most of this from eBay. The only thing I didn't get from eBay was the wheels, the steering wheels, and the, you know, the NRG seat. Everything else in that car is from eBay. Don't ever get discouraged by people telling you how your car should be, how it shouldn't be, or whatever, because I promise you this, if you build your car from somebody, if you build your car based off of the way that other people think that it should be, you will never be happy with your car, right? Like, you'll keep building your car. People will always say turbo this, turbo that, put a turbo on it, put a supercharger on it. You'll do it, and then you don't understand the stress that comes with that, because you can't just slap a turbo on. You got to get that. All that stuff costs money, man. You get, like, if you want a turbo, go for it, but if that's not the thing that you want to do and you're just trying to be cool for other people, that's just a route that you do not want to go down. You know what I'm saying? Especially for your regular everyday grocery getter. Don't let other people tell you how your car should be. I posted this car many times on whatever, like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. People always try to tell me how my car should be, and honestly, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, they're not driving your car. They don't know the joy that you get from driving your car. Check out my channel for other videos. I got a lot of different videos. You know, I'm trying to be on my C-Boys or like Braden Price or whatever. You know, those channels that have like cars and bikes and everything. I'm trying to get to a point where I'm like them. So subscribe, help me get there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm gonna get a lot more content out for y'all. I haven't recorded in a long time, and I'm kind of enjoying coming back to YouTube. So that's it in the video. Peace.